Hello, Aquarius. It's Lulu, and today I'm going to do your spiritual conversation. Excuse me. Ooh. Okay. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or however it is placed in your chart, and if you know how to work your chart, right? Thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and comments. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you. We got activated right there, okay? Now then, let's see what's going on. Any information that you need is in the description box. I have been receiving inboxes about personal readings, and I stated before that the personal readings, I send out an email. I drop it on Patreon first, then I drop it in the members area, then I shoot an email out, right? Thank you. That's it. Also, you can get the 90-day journey to mindfulness on Amazon.com. And that's the only place that I have it. And I also have it on my website. All right. What information do you have for my beautiful Aquarians that are doing the work on purpose, with purpose? Surrender denial, surrender to setting limits, surrender to silence, surrender to complete healing, surrender your fear of intimacy, surrender your need to be right, surrender your ego, surrender defensiveness, and surrender to passion. The things that are leading up to, it's like it's coming in, I was going to say in a very controversial way, but the way that these cards are coming in and the way, this is the road. So the road, it's like a walkthrough. What is happening or what may happen or transpire. But of course, this is an Aquarius spiritual conversation, and y'all taking it up and through all types of ways to get to the point. The point is surrendering to passion, right? Getting out of your head, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and start. It is very important that you remember, right? These are only suggestions, okay? But it'll come off like I'm telling you what to do. I don't tell people what to do. I suggest. But I just go with it like it's a conversation. So, you need to learn how to say no. You need to learn how to set boundaries. Know what your limits are. Know what your boundaries are. And then you reinforce those, right? Because you may need some reinforcement when it comes to really getting into a space where you say no, but also you set a boundary when it comes to reciprocity, right? When it comes to the equal give and take in your situations, it looks like relationships, but relationships can be with yourself and others as well. So you want to be very much so mindful of setting those healthy boundaries, right? Because with this surrender to intimacy, crossing it, it's like you may be all up in your head about what a relationship is, or this is what I feel. What has been happening here in the recent past, possibly when it comes to you and your intimate relationships, and this is a one-on-one, right, with you and another person. You may take everything that they say or do and pick it apart. Or maybe this is what they are doing to you. That's going to need to stop, okay? Because overall, the two of you here, it's like there's a battle between who's right and who's wrong. There's a battle between knowing when and how to compromise. There's some type of back and forth. Like someone's ego is in the way when it comes to how you communicate with one another. There's a strong connection between you and someone, but it's like there's this not wanting to see things for what they are. Basically, it's like you see things for what they are, but you tell yourself that it's something different. Then you ask questions, and then they tell you what it is, and it matches what it is that you see. However, you are asking yourself questions, so you need to surrender to silence in order to really break it down and get through to the other side of this. In order for you to really open up to some loving and compassionate relationships, you're going to have to surrender to healing, complete healing, whatever the situation may be. Sometimes you just have to surrender it all over to the divine and allow the messages to come through that need to come through for you to work on as you go. Work through your relationship with yourself and others as you go. Heal old patterns of behavior, old wounds as you go. Nothing happens overnight. This is like we never stop growing. We never stop learning. We never stop stepping more fully into the best version of ourselves that we can on a daily basis, on a moment by moment basis, right? When it comes to this surrender to healing here, it has a lot to do with things that need to be pulled and released from you on a soul level. And then you see it in a more practical way. You see it in a way that you will be able to explain and collaborate with whoever it is that you need to, right? But it just feels like they also need to do certain types of work, and sometimes you have to be patient with people. In this day and age, a lot of people are not patient with one another. They want what they want, and it's like, oh, so is that what it is? Okay, well, that's what it is, so I'm like, no. This is a strong connection between you and someone. There's a lot of triggering that is going on between you and this person. I feel that there's a lot of defensiveness with this surrender to defensiveness, but it has a lot to do with trying to be right. It has a lot to do with the control issues. It has a lot to do with, before I clarify, I just really feel like it's one person coddling the other in this space, and temper tantrums. Somebody throwing temper tantrums. Someone may be being abrasive when it comes to conversations that the two of you have. This is what I feel like it is. There may be an issue here with being with the surrender denial, and this coming under it the way that it is. Someone is denying the passion that they feel for another person. Someone they are afraid of love. They are afraid to go on this journey. When it comes to relationships, when it comes to being on the relationship journey, you take it moment by moment. Don't go all the way to the end unless you are fully aware of how that works, right? But try not to because if someone is trying to compromise with you, or you are seeing where the two of you are triggering each other, and you just need to really sit down and have certain conversations and release certain anxieties about relationships, that's what's going to really need to happen here. But it also comes in surrendering the ego, and it's surrendering to silence. Being defensive here, someone may be triggering you when it comes to some things that you may need to look into from your childhood, right? Look into some things that are patterns that stem from childhood, because they may be reminding you of your mother or your father, siblings. I feel like it's people that were really, really close to you growing up, right? It could be close friends or what have you, and you are bringing that in your relationship, right? It's okay to just chill out and let other people be right. Chill out and let other people say what they need to say without being defensive. Because again, when you are defensive, when you argue, when you are angry, when you pull back and not even and go cold and not tell the person why you are going cold or what have you, that could be something that can be worked on if you so choose, right? But overall, it's when it's in a connection this strong, it doesn't benefit the two of you. You're hurting one another. You're hurting yourself more than you are hurting the other person, actually. You want to focus on things that ignite your passion, not things that, that's what I was going to say. When you are triggered, you run it down. You walk it backwards. Like, why does this trigger me so much? Why do I feel like I have to be right about everything? Why do I fold when there's opposition? Folding can be arguing about things that, like, when someone opposes your beliefs, opposes your what you think or how you want to do something. Like, I feel like whoever this is, y'all could even be arguing over where to go eat, or what's for dinner, or who emptied the trash last. It's like very much so not worth it. Things that are not worth arguing about. If you really want love is worth taking the time out to really get to know each other and enjoy each moment, right? Stretching out that dopamine phase, right? Remembering the dopamine phase. Like I was telling, what is her name? Shad on Instagram. Newlywed, okay? I told her, you have to remember the newlywed part and be a newlywed for the rest of the relationship. Bring love, joy, and laughter even in the darkest of times. Know that y'all made an agreement to really tough it out and battle it out together. Okay? whatever. I really feel like people have, there's a number of people who may have forgotten about what it's like to even work through that first 3 years of a relationship. Work through and battle it out those first 3 years. It used to be the first 7, that 7-year itch. Now it's like in 2 to 3 years, because what people want and what they want and what they think they want, instead of what they need and what they know they need, changes rapidly, right? If a person doesn't know who they are and aren't really relatively familiar with what their purpose is, or wanting to grow into their purpose with the right person who is also growing into their purpose, if that doesn't happen, it can make it hard on a relationship. Okay, let me stop preaching and stuff, whatever. Clarify these cards, Chad, because what does Aquarius need to know about this? Why are they so defensive? It's time to pull it together. With this Chariot card, there may be some of you moving into this space. When you do go silent, you begin to realize that you do want to let love in. You do see what your role in this situation is, right? You do see where y'all can come to some type of meeting ground with this Chariot card. I also feel that there would, like, with these horses are going in different directions, right? There was no meeting of the minds, but you're still going to move forward with this situation and come to some ground of clarity eventually. Clarify what's going on, Chad, because what is Aquarius doing? Maybe you are dealing with a Cancer here, but overall, what does this need to be right? What were they arguing about? Probably the Tisha being on her wrong. Some petty, Page of Pentacles, because y'all haven't been together that long, possibly, or the new direction, or the new momentum with that Chariot card in your relationship may have it where you guys planted a new seed together, and now you understand what interdependence is. But between the two of you, someone may have been more codependent than independent in the past, and now they are realizing their independence, and this is new. So now that y'all have to work in this in a different type of way, it may even be that someone started working in the relationship and they hadn't been working for a while. Maybe they were dependent on their partner to take care of certain things, and the partner was depending on them to take care of certain things, especially at the home or what have you, whatever it is. But this is a new way of doing things here. Excuse me. Come on, look card. Ooh. Okay. I don't know if that felt like that or not. Okay, so with this Page of Pentacles here, this may be something to do with the home, something to do with something that you are building together, right? With this Page of Pentacles, but I also feel as though it may even be with children, something to do with children and what school the child needs to go to, or what the child needs to eat, or how active the child needs to be. The child needs to take Tai Chi. No, they need to take karate. No, stop. Oof. Yeah, someone may be very defensive when it comes to their opinions here with these cards, right? That's the 7 of Wands. So it just feels like someone may be very strong in their opinions, or standing for what they believe in when it comes to, it's my way or no way. And it's like, wait a minute, your way or no way. Now it's two of us. Hold on. And you want to talk that through. What is this defensiveness? Well, we know with that 7 of Wands, don't we? That's a lot of cards. King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Magician. So I feel like there's going to be a meeting of the minds between the two of you, but I also feel as though you're going to have to use what it is that you have to get what you want in this situation, right? And I feel like there's a creative approach. Like the two of you come up with a creative approach to making this happen, right? So that it's a win-win situation. And then you, boom, move into this new life cycle with this surrender to passion. Now you get it. Now you see things from a different perspective when it comes to your relationship with this person or what have you, right? I also feel that there's something here to do with your humility, right? Humility will bring you closer to the goals that you want. But it's like the ego, like the death of the ego needs to happen. It's not something that you always have to have a spiritual awakening for. Sometimes you can just go ahead and take certain courses if you want to, but overall it's a natural course of you submitting to the divine when it comes to certain things, like what is the best way for me to do this, because it will be totally different from what your ego tells you that you should do in the situation you see. What is this Queen of Wands and this King of Wands? Like, I feel like you're married, or with you're with someone that you really want to be with. Page of Pentacles came out again. The High Priestess. It's like really going ahead. The High Priestess and the Ten of Swords. someone already knew that they would get their way out of this situation, but overall it's just been exhausting, right? There may be an ultimate betrayal here when it comes to how things move forward, but let me just see, because I don't know where that came from. Like, this is it. It's time for something new. But this could be the end of the way that the two of you communicate, right? Between you and this other person, one person may be more enlightened than the other. So whoever this is that has this big ego or is very defensive may not be this person. So now I feel as though this person here, who may be a little more evolved than the other, because it's rare that both people are evolved around the same, within the same realm. If that makes sense, because I've been saying stuff that don't make sense today. Well, not in this reading, but the collective that I did. I was like, unrefined, unconditional love. Like, what is that? Moving forward. So someone sees things from the other person's perspective or point of view after so much battling and so much going back and forth and so much being the wanting to be a martyr or something like that, right? Clarify this Magician card. Yeah, 9 of Wands. In that space where it's just become a burden. In that space where, no, I'm going to continue to move forward. I'm going to, no matter what all that I've been through, this can be spiritually exhausting, but I'm going to continue to move forward. I'm going to continue to light my path, light the way, and allow myself to follow my path that has been lit for me already. Temperance and the Magician again. Making something out of nothing. Just really coming to a meeting of minds. Coming to a space where you're allowing things to be where they are. There's a lot of divine intervention in here overall. Even with whoever this is that is very combative. Very much so my way or no way. My way is the for sure way, right? You know, people have to show and prove when it's their way or no way. A lot of times, you know, in traditionally, the man is the leader, right? The head of the house. Well, you know, you have to make sure that the head knows how to work the neck appropriately. The woman is the neck, right? Moving forward. Don't even get into how deep, because that's traditionally, which still makes a lot of sense in certain aspects, you see. 7 of Cups. Illusion. Options. Trying to find, like, this is emotionally charged. Defensiveness is emotionally charged. I believe it says it here in this card. Yeah. 7 of Cups. Like, someone may not see things the way, because this is, with the 7 of Cups, and you got the 7 of Wands, right? And somebody feel in their spirit they are saying and doing the right things, but emotionally, by this being emotionally charged, because it's a relationship and it has to do with a huge decision, this person may not see things clearly. And I feel like the other person is going to really bring that through. They really are tired. Whoever this is that is going to provide the answer is the 9 of Wands, right? Like, I'm really, really tired. I really, really, you know, just I'm trying to hang in there with you. And see, you got to know when people are doing it, right? People really, like, in relationships, people be like, look, I'm really trying to hang in there with you. I'm really trying, but you making it hard for me to be down and hold it down over here. Whatever. What does Aquarius need to hear about this right here? Apply this as you may. You are the Magician, right? It's like some of you may even have to combine resources for a while to move forward. Yeah, it's Lovers. Got to make a choice. Someone is making a choice in this new life cycle, whether it's to be with one person over the other, or if it is to come together in union in a way, waiting for it, waiting for clarity, waiting for some type of answer, waiting for an aha moment. Yep, waiting for something to end, the Death card, trying to rebirth an old situation, but also moving in that space of the guided light, right? Because these people are going through a tunnel of light. Like, okay, the proverbial death, but overall, you just never know. But someone is waiting for something to be revealed, yeah, before even making a decision. The 4 of Cups. They don't want to make a decision until they get some type of information that's supposed to be coming in. Someone may even be sad or grieving. Yeah, 3 of Swords, 5 of Wands. Battling themselves, going up against spiritual opposition here, and just really feeling as though they really, okay, look at this. This person really feels as though something caught them by surprise. It's this Five of Wands, these challenges that came up, okay? Someone feels as though they have been caught by surprise when it comes to some information that was received. Something came through, you see. They were cut off at the legs. You may even be having issues with your hip when it comes to some type of truth as well. But what I'm saying here is that someone just gives up. They gave up. It may be some type of depression that they need to get over before they can even move forward. They may be in a space where they just, are thinking about all the things that hurt them in the past. Again, just holding on to the past, right? But with this Five of Wands, it really feels as though, there's hope here. Yeah. See, this is 5. But someone has been hurt already. Someone has been a victim of some type of challenge that may have gone on or was created that had nothing to do with them. You hear me? But this is some type of conflict that is heartbreaking to you or the other person when it comes to this 3. It's 3 of Wands, 3 of Swords. Someone is grieving. Yeah. And trying to figure things out. Right? Temperance, trying to figure things out, trying to get into this space where they are the alchemists, or realizing how they can transmute certain things, or just balance out their emotions and their mental, the mind, body, and the spirit. You see, combining forces, coming to a space where they are feeling. Yeah, then they're going to communicate. So some of you may have an argument with this person, or you may, block them or cut them off for a while because of something that happens, and you're going through this space where it's a new life cycle and you're ready to, go into this proverbial rebirth, right? Allow the old you, the ego death, or what have you, whatever it is that you are going through. It might be an actual death that you are grieving, okay? But overall, you're getting out of this heartbreak, all of this old pattern of behavior that has to do with love and how you feel about certain things. This is just being very stagnant, thinking about how much fun it was and how things used to be, and how this, that, and the other. And right here, this is a new way to look at things, a new approach, a new this is the aha moment when it comes to love. You don't even want to see it. See that shit? Got time to see that. All right, that's it. If this is for you, if you made it this far and this is for you, okay, drop a cup in the comments, because someone is waiting. Like, someone is waiting for you, or you are waiting for someone. And this is that mental clarity. This is the aha moment. This is some information coming through that you need to hear. And it's like it's been coming. It's been your guides have been nudging you about it, but it's like, you've been a hard ass. Don't want to hear it. Let me get myself together. Y'all gonna have to show me. And then they come all up in your dreams like, whoa, 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 I didn't want to see all that. Then they start touching you. Whoa, 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 I didn't want to see that. Everything's out in the open. All right, Aquarius, that is that on top of that.